Bonjour, mon petit chef. Bonjour, mon petit chef. Amber here, and my big hair and I are back. This is the second part of a little mini series that I'm doing, where I have found some of my old Jonas Brothers fan fictions from the website Mibba, which was pre-Wattpad, where I just read and react to 18-year-old Amber's writings. The first one was very cringy, and if you haven't seen it yet, I will post a link down below and probably pop it up here in a card. So let's just torture me some more. Like I said in the last video, because I'm filming these on the same day, I seem very all over the places because I've had a lot of coffee and a lot of McDonald's sweet tea, and that's a bad combo. And also, reading these out loud give me a lot of anxiety. Okay, so the last time, on the last episode, we read You Can't Leave Me, We'll Work It Out. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, which was just 3 parts, and we will never know if they worked it out. What are my stories? No, what are my stories? What are you doing, Amber? Go back. So, oh, for the record, I don't know if I told you this in the last video. My username on Wattpad, you know, just in case you don't look it up and torture me, was Madam Pone. Remember when Nick Jonas had that, his purity ring? His pwned purity ring? Me too. Oh, stories. I haven't used this website in so long. While we are getting in the swing of things, you can follow me on Wattpad if you want. I don't post fanfics anymore. I don't really post a lot anymore. I'm working on a new story, and I'd like to say that my writing has improved. So go there and tell me if it has. I actually have a few snippets from my novel that I'm writing. So anyway, the next miniature fanfic is called Broken. Oh, and the little thing says saying goodbye is never easy. Let's see what the synopsis says. Oh, there's no synopsis. It's just the lyrics. The first chapter, I guess, is, or maybe it's like the prologue, it's the lyrics to We Are Broken by Paramore. So if you know that song, I like you a lot. If you don't, look it up if you want to know what that is. Oh, this isn't a lot. Okay, so maybe I'll do both of them in one. The next chapter is just the list of characters. Joe Jonas just lost his girlfriend and feels completely guilty. Uh-oh. Nick Jonas, Kevin Jonas. Oh, I remember this story. Okay. Amber, once again, that naming creativity is astonishing. Amber, Nick's best friend and honorary Jonas. I think I was like the Maya of the story. Roxy, Joe's girlfriend, died in the accident. Spoiler alert. So, chapter 1, I guess? The hospital. Okay. I'm assuming this is Joe's point of view. What you just heard was my brain battling of reading it in my voice and putting on a Joe Jonas voice. I'm just gonna read it in my voice. I heard voices. Mom and Dad were whispering about something. Then I heard constant beeping and suddenly realized that I had a terrible headache. Wherever I was really bright. Mom, I forced myself to open my eyes. There was a cool sensation in my nose. There was an oxygen tube in my nose. So I was in the hospital. How observant. Joe? She looked up at me from her chair. Oh, Joey, my baby. She had tears in her eyes and went to hug me. She stopped and looked at me. Instead, she stroked my face. I tried to sit up, but everything hurt. Take it easy, son. My dad was standing behind my mom, who was seated next to me on the bed. Nick was standing on the other side of the bed. He tried to smile at me but failed. My parents, and Nick were there, but my other brothers and our sister, that's me, I guess. My sister, I guess. Alright, Joe, chill. weren't there. That was a bit surprising. There should be a comma somewhere. Kevin and Amber took Frankie downstairs for food. Nick said barely above was Kevin and Amber took Frankie downstairs for food. Remember when Kevin Jonas wasn't canceled? Oh, those were the days. Amber's POV. This character that's very loosely based on me. Kevin, Frankie, and I were walking back to Joe's room. Then I was going to take Frankie home. He didn't need to be around all of this, and I couldn't keep trying to be strong. Girl, you're not actually... Okay, you know what? Alright. Also, I thought the family should be alone, and for the first time ever, I didn't feel like family, which is what I was about to say a second ago. I felt like an unwelcome intruder. Nick and I had been inseparable. That's not English. Nick and I had been inseparable since I was 8 and he was 6. Funny, my best friend's 2 years younger than me, but you'd swear it was vice versa. I think that's true, actually. When they moved from New Jersey, they basically had no choice but to take me with them, and ever since I had been an honorary Jonas. Okay, let's sit here and pretend I could be from New Jersey. Amber, you're from Pennsylvania. It's different. Anyway, her words, not mine. We went to get coffee for everyone upstairs from one of the stands in the hospital. While Kevin was paying, I subconsciously picked up a newspaper off a pile. I gasped when I gasped. Sorry, I have a lisp if you never noticed. When I looked at the front page, the picture was of the wreck, and in the corner was a picture of him before this happened. No cuts, no bruises, no swelling, just this clear, beautiful, smiling face. That's sad. The headline read, "Jonas clings to life in nearby hospital." I felt a tear slip down my face. This whole thing was hard for me. I had known Joe for as long as I could remember. He was like a brother to me until I was about 15. Oh, snap. That's when he started being my every week. Okay. That's when he started being my every waking thought, my every nighttime dream. Sis. Too bad he never knew. Not even Nick knows. How's Nick your best friend since you were 8 years old and he doesn't know that you're in love with his brother? Alright. Nick's a smart person. Anywho, the cashier looked at me awkwardly. She gave me a sympathetic look. Wait, did I miss something? Oh yeah, I gasped, didn't I? Yeah, okay, anyway. A sympathetic look. Sorry, I said lowly. Kevin eyed her and then Frankie. I nodded and then turned to walk away. Thank you, Kevin said. Have a nice day, she said, lowering her head. Poor cashier, that has to be so awkward. I will say that the writing in this one's a little bit less cringy than the last one. I mean, we're just getting started. It could get worse. And then turned around. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he whispered. Poor Kevin. We made our way back to the room in silence. I stopped short near the door. At first, I thought I was dreaming, but I knew that I wasn't. I heard his voice. I let Frankie and Kevin greet their brother. I hung back near the door. I couldn't take my eyes away from his gorgeous chocolate eyes. Chocolate's probably not the word. I don't know why I use that word, because I always just... Nope. Your fangirl showing. Calm down. Where's... Oh, no. Where's Why am I from Texas? Where's Roxy? He croaked. This is why I don't do voices. Oh God, I thought. A pained expression crossed everyone's faces. Joe's POV. Where's Roxy? I was shocked by the change in everyone's expressions. Mom, where is she? Mom. Still, no one met my eyes. Finally, my mother looked up at me. Honey, she's gone. She was barely audible. What? The accident. She died, Joe. That's so sad. Also very blunt. There were tears in her eyes. No, I couldn't comprehend what she was telling me. It wasn't true. It couldn't be. No, that was all I could say. Yes, sweetie. This couldn't be happening. She wasn't dead. Then I remembered the rain. We were listening to music. The light was green. The blaring horn. That's it. But how? Sorry, I don't know why Joe was talking like that. But how? The driver of the other car was drunk. He ran the light. He slammed into Roxy's side and drove you into a pole. Oh no. On your side, she died upon impact. My God. That's depressing. Amber, are you okay? Tears were now streaming down my mother's face. No! I would scream. Like, actually scream, but it's almost midnight. I screamed as reality was sinking in. For the last 2.5 years, Roxy had been my life aside from the band. Now she was gone and my world was shattered, crushed just like my car. Oh, Joe. Chapter 2? 3. This is 3. Amber's point of view. Come on, Frankie, it's late, we should go. But I don't want to, he protested. Mind you, once again, at this point in time, Frankie's like 7 or 8. How old is Frankie now? Frankie's like 17 now. So he was like, yeah. Frankie's young. I know, but... Oh, dude. Frankie, go with her, Mr. Jonas said sternly to his youngest son. Sir. He followed me reluctantly to the parking lot. We stepped out of the elevator and were blinded by the camera flashes of the paparazzi. I felt Frankie's hand slip into mine. Amber, is Joe alright? Is he dying? Where's the family? What are the doctors saying? Well, first of all, why are you asking where the family is? Like, Frankie's not his family, but okay. I redirected my gaze to the ground and only looking up when we reached my car. Frankie slid into the back seat. I turned to face him and leaned in so that the cameras crowded around the car wouldn't see what I was saying. I'm sorry. I know you want to be with your brother, but we'll come back tomorrow and he'll be home soon. He nodded and looked out his window. Can we go? He asked. Seatbelt. I reminded him, yes. Take care, Franklin. I reminded him. I didn't care if the paps saw what I said then. I blared the horn as I pulled out of the parking lot. Real Amber wouldn't have even worn them. I would just ran them over. It's fine. Okay, this is apparently a time jump, but I did not signify that in any way, shape, or form. Okay, good night, Franklin. I would have called him by his full name. I know I talked a lot in the last one about me full naming Joe, but I definitely would full name Frankie. Okay, good night, Franklin, I said, kissing his forehead. Good night, he whispered. I got up from his bed and left the room. I considered going downstairs and watching TV, but decided against it because lately, Joe has been the only story anyone wanted to talk about. I ended up just laying on my bed staring at the ceiling. I closed my eyes and was taken back to about 5 days ago. That entire day played back in my head. I know where this is going. It's fine. I had just gotten out of the shower and was getting dressed. I threw on a pair of sweatpants and my Jonas Brothers shirt. Yes, I have one. I thought it was cute, so I bought it. That's in parentheses. I was listening to Nick playing a new song he was working on. I could hear his strumming through the walls. Joe, Roxy's here. I heard Mrs. Jonas call upstairs. Thank the Lord I didn't call her Mama D Jizzle in this one. Alright, I'm coming. I dashed to my door and cracked the door. I watched Joe leave his room. I leaned my head against the door. He walked down the stairs and I made my way to the top of the... He walked down the stairs and I made my way to the top of the stairs when I heard them still talking. Hey, Amber, Roxy said when she noticed me. I forced a smile. Hey, Rox. So when are we gonna hang out? It's been forever. She was right. She and I had been good friends, but I pulled away when she took Joe away from me. Okay, Lifetime movie. Simmer. I hunched. Whenever. That's literally me. And every day. So I was like, when are we hanging out? Whatever. Joe slipped his arm around her. He waved at me, but I just looked at him before retreating back to my room and closing the door. My computer was already on, so I opened iTunes and put on the only song that would make me feel better at that time. Misery Business by Paramore always made me feel better. Just for the, like, if you couldn't tell, I was really into Paramore. I'm still really into Paramore, but I was really into Paramore back then. I watched it. I'm singing the bridge of Ms. Biz right now. And not one of them involving. I danced to the guitar solo and then my voice was mingling with Haley's. I spelled Haley wrong. Oh no. Oh no, Amber. I spelled it Haley. It's fine. Fake fan. Oh no. Yo-Yo Williams does not approve. It felt like those words were written just for me. I searched for a new song. I had to tweak the first line a bit. Oh, I'm singing, Shelf? Yeah, that's what that song is. Shelf by the Jonas Brothers. because I live in their house and like I still just sing their songs all the time. He says a flirt and I am a lonely heart. Give it a chance. I apparently didn't hear my door open, but it's too late to pretend you know me better than I know myself. Don't take my heart and put it on a shelf. Yeah, bum bum bum. Anyway, I jumped and whipped around to find Nick leaning against the door frame singing along. Hey, I said, you alright? Yeah, why? Nothing. I didn't think anything of it until I heard my voice coming from your room. I just thought that was weird. It is weird, Nick. Thank you for pointing that out, though. Oh, well, it was on shuffle. I lied. Smooth. He nodded. I don't think he believes me, but it's fine. Well, anyway, I need your opinion. Sure. I stopped the song and followed him to the piano. I got comfortable on the couch and rested against the arm. What? Oh, the couch. Ooh, girl. I closed my eyes and let the music flow through me. When he stopped playing, I sat up and looked at him over the back. Wow. Really? Yes, Nicky. Like, I don't... Would I have called him that? No. No, I frequently refer to Nick as Nick Knack. Just for the record. There are no lyrics yet. We'll fix that. Yup. Play it again. By the third time that he played it, I had formed some ideas in my head. Oh, I'm writing Love Is On Its Way this time. I'm pretty sure this song had just come out. That's why I'm so obsessed with it and used it in 2 stories. Also, it's a really good song. So, those are the lyrics. The first verse. Young hearts, I believe that we are not far. I like it, he said. I'm sure you do, because you wrote it. Suddenly we heard a pained cry coming from downstairs. We jumped up and ran to find Kevin holding his mother. He looked up at us with tears rimming his eyes. What is it? Nick asked. Joe, Kevin whispered. There was an accident. He's been taken to the hospital. Oh, poor baby. I looked at Nick. All of the color had drained from his face. No one said anything after that. We just walked out of the door and left. We couldn't all fit in one car, so Kevin drove me and Nick. Everything came crashing down so suddenly. My day, which was relatively okay, was turned into the worst day of my life. Is that it? That's it for this one. Man. I'm kind of upset I never continued with this. So, I'm assuming, I'm just guessing, this is a guess, because, you know, I don't really know anything about the girl that wrote this book, this story, or was trying to write this story. I'm assuming that Roxy died, and during Joe's like healing process, he starts falling for this fictional, totally, completely fictional character named Amber. I guess because she's probably always at the house and just really supports him, and she's also creepily in love with him and watches him walk around the house and dedicates Paramore songs to him. Misery Business is okay. That's a really good song. I'm just thinking of the lyrics and of her applying it to their situation. Anyway, that is that. This was quick because I didn't realize that that one was so short. So I don't know if I'll either put it in the end of the last one or the beginning of this one, or let it be its own thing. But I think actually I'll just let it be part 2. If you like this video and you're enjoying this little series of me being cringy, please give it a thumbs up. You really should have seen my walls at this time. Jeez, that's a whole nother story. Like I said in the last one, I have fan fictions on Flickr also. So if you'd like to hear more cringy Amber, I think I might have actually been a little younger when I wrote those. Give this a thumbs up. If you like me and you'd like to be made aware when the next part of this goes up, make sure that you are subscribed. Also, all my places are down here, so you can follow me if you like, and I will follow you, and we can be buds. And I'll see you very soon. Bye!